This is News 13. I'm Tom Isaac. This is our premiere edition of News 13. It is pretty stressful, but on the other hand, I think I've got one of the coolest jobs in the country now, really.
Tom, where do I even start to say anything about our relationship? You were my first boss. We got married around the same time. We had our children around the same time when we worked together. We raised one of our children together as well, too. We experienced 9/11 together in the newsroom. We experienced the disaster of the Challenger shuttle mission together in the newsroom too, and we have had lifelong experiences together. I always said if I always passed away before you, that you will be the one giving the eulogy at my memorial, because you probably know me better than anyone else and have known me just as long and through all sorts of different phases of my life. I wish you the best. I will miss you terribly, and good luck in the future. We'll see you back here again, I'm sure.
When News 13 continues, do you find that boa constricting?
When I first met Tom Isaac, he was on the radio. He was the voice that came over the air to tell you the news, the good news, the bad news, and always made you stop and wonder, was there any more to that story that he told you? And over time, we realized that he does tell the story as complete as he can in the time he has. And I think everyone respects that situation, that he's going to give you all the news he can tell you. It'll be true. It'll be something you can count on, and you look forward every evening and anytime you see him to find out what's going on in Bardstown, because if anybody knows, he knows. I have had many times that he's called me to come and talk about things that were going on in our community, things in history, things in government. Often when I was mayor, we would have a media breakfast once a month, actually twice a month. You could meet with me on Friday morning and we'd have breakfast out. Everyone paid for their own breakfast. There's no payoff on the media when I was mayor. But we would discuss what was going on in the community, and you had more information that way. You could ask questions about things so that when things did come up the next week or month and all, he had the information. I always enjoyed talking with him, as most people do. He had an interest in many things, of course an interest in history, where he would come up and bring me questions about things that he had discovered in reading the old newspapers or researching, and then we'd discuss other things to go with it. I am really, really going to miss him, but I know that wherever he goes and whatever he does, he'll still have Bardstown in his heart, and he'll still be in our hearts and memories.
Next on News 13, restoring power, a work in progress for Kentucky Utilities, the city of Bardstown, and Salt River Electric. 140 people stayed overnight at a Red Cross shelter at Bardstown Middle School. Carbon monoxide can be an unwelcome guest if you're trying to be creative about coping with a power outage during cold weather. The City Council meeting Tuesday approved resolutions involving an honorary name change for Springfield Road, a taser grant application, and the community rehabilitation program. And we'll take a look at the beautiful side of this storm.
Well, Tom, I wish you the best. It's been interesting watching your professional approach to a small town like this, making it more modern. I'm sure you'll have lots of times to work on your eyelids now, because I've always noticed that they're a little too tight, and they make you look at the ceiling where it hits the wall every time you're addressing somebody. I was scared of you for about 6 weeks because of that, but I got to know you better. And of course, I'll never forget our conversations every Saturday morning or a couple times a month when we met with Ron Filkins. My dog here wants to tell you goodbye too. His name, as you know, is Filkins, And I'm going to miss you, buddy. It's been a great deal having you here the last 3 weeks, living when you didn't have any place to go and you were homeless. I expect a nice dinner at Circa for that. If I don't get it now, I'm going to send you a bill. But hey, listen, the best of the world to you, buddy. You deserve it.
You're watching Nelson County's only local newscast, PLG TV News 13, with Tom Isaac and Kim Houston. Your community coverage begins now.
Good evening. This is News 13 for Tuesday, September the 11th. I'm Kim Houston.
And I'm Tom Isaac. Nelson Countyans are reacting to the terrorist attacks in New York City and Washington, D.C. with shock and grief. Good evening. This is News 13 for Tuesday, February 6, 2007. I'm Tom Isaac. The loss of life is staggering. 10 dead, and made worse by the fact that most of the victims were children. A major downtown fire hit Bardstown late this afternoon. The blaze broke out in the areas of the top floor of the 3-story building that houses Plantation Furniture. Good evening. This is News 13 for Tuesday, May 28, 2013. I'm Tom Isaac. Word trickled slowly through the community Saturday morning. A local law enforcement officer had been found dead on the eastbound exit ramp at the Bluegrass Parkway at the Kentucky 55 exit.
Yeah. We did it, Tom. We got out. We made it. You and me, buddy. We're out of here. But we gotta get out of here quick. I think Jamie's gonna try and make us come back. So we gotta hide. Come on. You find your hiding spot, I'm gonna find mine. Get out of here for good. Oh, this looks like a good spot. Come on. Yes, I got my spot. You go find yours. Let me know when the coast is clear. I'll see you later, buddy.
She's right on my nose. I'm serious. It was.
Subdivision at Bloomfield Road, a short time after 5 o'clock last. Wait a minute. This just in. It's peanut butter jelly time.
It's peanut butter jelly time. What? Peanut butter jelly time. What? Peanut butter jelly time. Now where you at? Roll, where you at? Roll, there you go. Who it is? There you go. Who it is? Peanut butter doing what? Peanut butter doing what? Peanut butter doing what? Peanut butter doing what? Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with the big peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with the
Well, that's a lot of things I can talk about Tom about. I mean, I can go into the humorous stuff, but I got tons of stories on him. But then again, he has tons of stories on me too, so we'll leave that one alone. But I only got a handful of people in this world that I consider mentors. When I was in the Air Force, I had one or two. When I worked with state government, one or two. But outside of that, and outside of my father, I've got just a very small, and Tom Isaac's in that category, because I consider him a great mentor, not only in journalism, but in community involvement and many other things. So, Tom, thanks for all the times, and good luck with everything, and take care.
Take 2. Address.
Well, Tom, you know, we go back a long way. It's been 36 years when I first met you, and you were working with us out here at the dealership and radio advertising back then. And of course, that morphed over to TV. But I can only say that, Tom, you're a consummate professional. You're also a good Democrat, and yes, there are some good Democrats out there. And but you wouldn't know it from your coverage of political races and political personal stories in the community. You were always very unbiased, and that's something that you don't get in every aspect of media this day. And so we're so grateful to you for what you've done for our community and how professional you've been, and I want to wish you and Charlene the best of luck. Thank you.
Hey Tom, this is Dean Weiss. I wish you the best, and we look forward to seeing you come back and be with us on a regular basis. Best of luck. God bless you.
Tom, we're going to miss you. All the times you stuck the camera in my face and asked me some of the questions I didn't necessarily want to answer at the time. I'm sure that your person that follows you behind will be just as efficient and courteous and fair as you've always been to me and all the people that I've had to deal with. It's because of you, one of the reasons that I'm sitting in this mayor's position right today. Your constant encouragement and constant support and all the nice things you try to do to encourage me to be the leader of this community. Thank you very much.
Good evening. This is News 13 for Wednesday, September 15th.
Friday, December 8th.
Monday, December 3rd. January the 25th.
Thursday, October 6, 2005. For Monday, July 10th, 2006. Friday, April 13th, 2007. On Monday, October 13th, 2008. For Friday, July 24th, 2009. I'm Tom Isaac. March 9th, 2010. November 21st, 2011. I'm Tom Isaac. April 23rd, 2012. I'm Tom Isaac. For Monday, July 22nd, 2013. I'm Tom Isaac.
I get up in the morning and I actually look forward to coming to work because I know it's going to be something different. Very, very challenging, but I love the challenge.
That does it for News 13 for this evening and for my time as anchor and news director for PLG. It's indeed been a privilege to have covered this community over the past several decades. So for a final time, my wish for you, as always, have a great evening and an even better tomorrow.